rookies, this is day 79 of me playing chess every day until I reach the rapid ranking of 2500. So here we go. We have the game, we have the white pieces against a pretty strong 1900 rated opponent. So I will play pawn to e4 here, of course, opening with the king's pawn is always fine. And who face the Sicilian defense here, I will play my pawn to c3 variation, which is known as the Aljapin Sicilian. Knight f6 is the best move in the position, and after e5, knight d5, and d4, we get into the main lines. I'm not sure what my opponent is thinking about, but he plays knight d5 anyway. Now d4 takes, and knight f3. The idea is that if takes, well, I take your knight, so you have to develop, and then I will take. D6 is fine, I guess. I have to take it, of course. Now knight c6 is the main line, e6 is a possibility. I'm not sure about takes. But takes doesn't look correct. Maybe because bishop b5 and then takes on d7 and then takes. There is also pawn takes back. You shouldn't take the pawn on e5. I mean, you are still probably fine, but you are playing knight c6, which is the best move now. Bishop c4, knight b6 is the best move, and after bishop e5, we are in the main lines. Now takes is the best, and I have studied these positions a lot. I know the theory. After takes, knight takes, bishop d7 takes, queen takes, knight c3 threatening to play d5, so then e6 has to be played. Castles and rook d8 is the main line, and after bishop e3, like queen g4 is an idea. You put the rooks into the center and you are fine. Pressuring g7, of course. And also you can make a lot of mistakes. It looks like the position is fine, but now bishop d7, for example, is a mistake. Why is it a mistake? Well, firstly, it looks odd, and I think now I know why the mistake that is because of takes, and then d5, bishop d7, and I play e6 takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, and I play knight g5 and just win the game. If you play bishop d7 back, I go like queen check and then go back to f3. Queen f7 is giant threat, you cannot defend against it. I think that's just it. If now I play d5 now, then knight takes here is bad, very bad for me, so I have to take. I guess there is pawn takes. Wait a second, there is pawn takes. Push now. If I push now, bishop takes, d5 is not a fork due to knight takes, I guess. I could continue developing with knight c3, which is a pretty big threat now. If takes, then I take, and take with the knight, hangs g2 though. Let's say knight c3 takes. If takes, pawn takes, do I have good position? Is the important question now. I think I do have nice position. Maybe with the same knight g5 and like queen f3 ideas. I don't think you can really prevent that. So I will just take. If bishop takes, I think I'm much better if not winning. Because here there is bishop a4, I play b3, nothing changes, and e6 you have to take it. And you have to take it, and after knight g5, bishop f7 is other option. I play here, bishop g6. It just looks overwhelming if I'm completely. And you take with the bishop, which is a mistake. Of course, I can play d5 now. Wait, it loses a pawn. What the? I'm not sure why I did this. Because I'm stupid, definitely, but otherwise I have zero idea. Why did I even think that after that here is a threat? Because I should have just played knight c3 and my position would be pretty fine. Now I guess I have the compensation with e6 here, takes and knight g5. But after knight f6, I guess takes on e6. I have to go for this, and maybe if takes, then knight g5. Also, there is knight d4. And my calculations were correct, for except that you can take the pawn. Otherwise, you are of course lost, I think. Um, and also this doesn't look that bad for me. There is check here, but I play bishop d2, so that doesn't quite work. And then take on f7. I'm down a pawn, but if I can open up my opponent's king, then I think I have some compensation for my stupid mistake. That never should have happened. And after takes, I will just play knight g5. If not take, then I simply take on f7. So let's say takes, knight g5, you play knight f6, I take on e6 and queen d7 happens. I probably can play knight d4 then. You do take, which I think is correct. Is there anything better for me? Now this arrows looks like my knight is going to f6, but if I do like this, then yes, I mean, knight d5, knight d4 is just a bad move. Knight d5, knight f6. I think that's the best way of playing. You could play knight c7, you could like defend the pawn and then play knight f6, and I'm probably just much worse, if not lost already. Um, I'm down 2 pawns. This king is wide open, but I cannot really do anything about it. For example, knight c7 I guess loses, yeah, due to some like queen f3 ideas, and then some forks. Um, well, if knight c7 I don't have queen f3. Um, but I can play like check there and something, I guess. But you play knight f6, which is probably fine. Now here, queen, I probably have to take the rook because my g2 is also hanging. Do I have anything else? I don't really think so. If I could get this knight rid off somehow, I'm not sure how. But that would be pretty great, but I cannot do that. So I'll just take on e6 now. Also this is the threat if you play like queen, you play check. Oh, but this kind of forces a queen trace. That's bad, and I lose. No, but I don't. Mm, Bishop d2, queen check also picks up the b2, so that's bad. Here. Queen e2, if you take the rook. I mean, if you take the pawn and then the rook. I completely misplayed it. Knight c3, then there is bishop takes on g2. And I'm again down 2 pawns. I have knight c3, bishop g2, and then b4 takes here. Take, but this loses also. I'm just lost. I mean, what can I do here? Bishop d2 check. There is king f1, but I will just play knight c3. If check, well, I go here, defending the knight. After takes, king takes, bishop g2, I play here. Probably should be better then, because I will pick up the rook or the pawn here. You should just take the pawn on g2 right away without any consequences or something. Should be easy win for black, but I will keep on fighting. Also, the g7 is weak if bishop takes on g2, so maybe you play king d7. This is gangster move, very gangster move, but I don't think. I mean, of course it works, but I don't think it's good. Why would you do this to yourself? I don't quite understand. Firstly, are you really threatening to take my knight? You are, but bishop d2 here, for example, after king takes. There is also like a move like queen b3 here. No, but then check, yeah. And picks up. So I have to probably go back or to take the bishop. I think going back allows bishop g2. And also some checks. I have to take the knight, the bishop. Then probably have to castle. Then I will try to exploit some weaknesses maybe. But the knight always defends here. Just insanely bad position. Bishop d2 maybe. Try and go to here. I mean, I will suffer this game a lot. I don't know why I don't know why I played pawn to d5, losing the pawn in two different ways. Probably just let me just rewind what happened here. Not d5, but maybe just e6 right away, and if takes, then knight d5. And now it should be better. Maybe then there is bishop g2. I will check g6 and pretty bad things start to happen. Yeah? But still, I'm completely lost here. But we'll see. Maybe I have some chances to survive. Of course, I will try to push my opponent down to the last seconds on the clock. I'm not sure how good I will play. I mean, just horrible game. But we have reached 1k subscribers, so that's the important part. No, I'm just kidding, but still. King c7. You're walking your king out of the center, which is quite reasonable. Bishop I will try to play quick here. Queen c2 threatens here. No, but then there is knight takes as well. But I think bishop b2, queen b6, and maybe something. Now I'm threatening absolutely nothing. But yes, okay. Maybe my opponent will be scared of this. Okay. Trying to trade off queens with me. Probably have to do if queen c2 then here. I think I have better chances if the pawns are doubled. And then bishop g5. Also queen e1 here makes pretty much a lot of sense. But if, for example, e5, then what's my move here? No, queen e1, e5. My position is so bad that I cannot even think about it. I mean, even rook d8 here, just completely fine. Maybe somehow my idea is to make some blockade on the light squares here. Activate my bishop and put it maybe on g3. But if e5, of course, that's impossible for now. Um, Very bad position, what can I say? Now I go here, but then queen g4. Rook c1, queen g4, and f3. With some check ideas, check, with some checks. Let's put it that way. Queen g4, I have 95 check. I guess. You should play like king b8 here and be completely fine. I mean, nothing I can do. Queen d4, then there is like knight b5 maybe. Even that makes no threats, but still. You play king b8, fine. Queen e6 here. Have to take it, knight takes. No, this does, I mean, I'm completely lost there, so maybe bishop e3, queen g4 and f3. To make some attacks here. Maybe knight d5 now is completely fine for white. I mean, definitely it is. Have some chances though. With maybe queen a5 then, if maybe we have the opposite colored bishops, which is a tendency of a draw, but not in a middle game. In a middle game, if you and your opponent have the opposite colored bishops, that means that usually the side that will attack will come on top. Why? Because his bishop cannot defend the a7, for example. My bishop cannot defend g2. I hope you get what I'm saying. For example, g3, queen f3 is game over. So this bishop is very strong. My bishop isn't that strong yet. I'm also down a pawn, but we'll see. Queen g4 f3. Queen e6 there would be lovely blunder if bishop takes on a7, but that will never happen. What can I say? We were both down to 9 minutes. I hope I will pressure him on the clock and that I will be able to attack some of his weaknesses here on the queen side. Maybe with some knight b5, maybe with some knight e2 and then queen a5 if the queen won't defend this one. A4, a5, a6, and then here, I mean, I'm creating light square weaknesses, which is not that great. Maybe with this idea to push my b pawn, rather, we'll see. We are basically on castled on the opposite sides. Let's say that he castled by hand by playing king to b8. I'm down a pawn. I think after e5 I have like minimal compensation due to my knight activity. Maybe knight b5 maybe even works after bishop a6 check. I cannot quite sack the queen because there are two rooks defending back rank. So yes, I probably just completely lost that, but still. Here maybe you play queen g6 threatening mate. G3 doesn't work, so I have to probably play f3 here. F3 is not a bad move. Maybe with queen f2 ideas. and then a6 would create some chances for my bishop. Wait, maybe I think I have a draw there. Because I can sack the rook takes king a7. And this should be just a perpetual check somehow. Maybe it's not though. But it should be like queen b3, d5, rook e1, king f7. It's not a draw probably. But with some preparations. It should be. So now f3, if e5, I am very happy. Also now this knight is kind of it has very limited future. You could try to do this with your knight attacking g2 again. I cannot play king queen f2 due to knight h3 check. Logical. Takes my king. Will be captured. Of course he plays it. Here. It's probably just fine after e5 check here. Go here. I don't think I have anything else to do. Here, I mean, I just take check, I guess. And then maybe like king there. And then also like this works. With my f3 being very weak, being down a pawn. Probably just lost, but we'll see. My opponent is down to 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and he needs to make an important decision about this. Better if you play a6, I go check, and there. But there is very. Rook c2 doesn't work. If he plays like a6, I could as well play knight e2, stopping knight f5, and opening up my rook. Well, knight e2 looks very nice, but I'm very worried about knight to f4 right away, and that might be the best move indeed. But after bishop takes knight d2, I guess rook h, not rook there. You play a6 actually. Knight e2 just controlling f4. Threatening here. And there, and rook takes, and probably a draw. With rook c1 there. Of course I missed that as well. Now I'm also going to get mated. Knight f4 takes, and I take that. Knight d3. Take, you take, and I'm getting a lot of counterplay with my rook. So knight f4, queen f3, knight d3 I take. You could then take on c1 because the rook is defended here. Knight f4, what if bishop moves? Then I have bishop a7 and queen b6 because g2 is defended, and then I can do absolutely nothing. I'm just going for the tricks. I don't think there is actually, but you take. Knight takes. This is just completely lost. Knight here and queen takes, and then knight takes c1. Yes. Ay, ay, ay. Is there anything else I can do? I don't think there is anything I can do then. Rather than queen f2, knight c1, and just resigns, I guess. You go knight d6, which it looks completely. Why? That's the question. Why would you do that? You are up to pawns, but why not winning the game? Don't you like winning the game? I go here. Why not go just there? I will try to put him on the under the pressure on the clock, but of course it won't work. Um, what can I do? I pre-move rook f1. I'm just kidding. I won't pre-move. Why would I? Um, just to gain that fraction of a second. Um, his king is still slightly weakened. Maybe nothing special though. For example, like rook c8. I think just completely wins the game. What can I do? Well, I just lost out of the opening, so I don't know. Very bad game. Those games just happened, yeah. Happen. Excuse me. Rook c8, of course you find it. There is nothing I can do. Please take with the knight blunder, bishop a7. You take with the rook, of course you do. Bishop b6 looks fine. Of course, threatening nothing. But then queen f5 trades the queens off. Oh, but it doesn't. Queen f2 is not made because of my bishop. Now this king is slightly weak on b8, but it still has a lot of support by the knight, by the rook, so it should just be completely game over. For example, if the knight moves, you're of course completely winning with knight d8 here. Oh, with knight c6 idea. Well, if this is played, then big kudos to you for finding that. But even then, I can take rook takes. You go here with. I mean, you are trying to do this, but doesn't work at all. Oh, knight c5 might be your idea. Takes doesn't work. Queen c4. Maybe play queen e3, for example. Maybe that's a good move. Maybe play rook c8. No, I'm just kidding. But if you move your knight, then you get mated. That's 1 by 1, but still. 95, for example, you don't get mated. But you have I mean, I'm still not threatening to take here. How could I be threatening that? Let me think. Probably I just cannot do that. Maybe play rook f4. That's a very nice move. I would play it immediately. I'm just kidding. Queen c8 mate. Um, no, but you cannot really move, yeah. Maybe I'm also threatening h4. Maybe queen f4. Here is fine. Queen e3, and then check and mate somehow, yeah. No, I'm just kidding as well. No sense of humor. No, but rook f4, for example, yes, it blunders mate. What am I so? Why am I so stupid? But for example, if you disconnect your queen from the attack on the rook, then I take your knight. If you play knight d8 here, mate. If you play knight c5, b4. Knight back and well done. What if you accomplished? Yes, I play a4 with a5 maybe. Also bishop c7. Nothing special. Queen b5 you play. Takes and takes to check is your idea. So takes here, check here. And I take here. That's fine for you. I didn't think that would be fine. Bishop c7, king h7. King a7, excuse me. Well, then I take... No, but it takes, and king a7. Here, queen b2. Check, maybe. Do I have anything else than just playing bishop c7? I could take here, but after check, no, I just have to do this. Queen take. I mean, if you play like king a8, I take here. Probably just win the game. But if queen takes, no, if knight takes, I take with the queen. Yeah, king a8 is a mistake due to this being force check to the king. We're going to a7. Takes, and king a7 is whole another story. But I play b3 maybe. And then queen b6 is check. I don't take though, I play king h. No, I can't because takes and takes. So go here, king a7. King a7 has to be played. After king a7, I'm lost. After king a8, I'm not lost. You play king a7, of course you do. How couldn't you? B3. Queen c3. Maybe going for this endgame is... I mean, it's of course not fine. Maybe it's practically the best. It has the most practical chances to draw it, yeah. Maybe don't, maybe not. Maybe I'm just blundering k8 or something. But I think queen b2 here is the best move. Then I have check though. After check, maybe something like rook e1. Queen b2 here, then there is, of course, there is queen b6 there. So play queen f5 actually. Threatening mate, but this just check. I just won a free pawn, yeah. Pretty clean pawn that was. My opponent down to 1 minute, so that there is queen g3 here. There is also just h3. Now I'm feeling pretty optimistic about my drawing chances. And I mean really optimistic. Any rook can... but this rook can game is... I don't think it's that bad, that endgame. Also, I think just queen c3 should be fine. Also, queen b6, I'm losing the rook. Now just queen c3, stop thinking. Queen f2, king h1. Maybe I'm threatening to take on g7, maybe I'm not. Depends on my opponent's next move. Queen f2, but now my rook is no longer attacked. This is also a threat now. You should play like queen. Check. Also rook d1, not bad move. Threatening queen g7. Trading the... yeah, now I think I don't want to trade the queen. That's my problem. And I think it should... no, but now the rook gets to f2. Queen d2. Rook d8 here. Looks pretty weird. You play rook f6, which is slightly better, I guess. Are you making the progress here? I'm not sure you do. I mean, you're going to have I guess that's a um saying in English. I don't believe actually it is, but still, you're going to have to make some progress. King c7 looks fine. Maybe a3 here. Than before, perhaps. And you're making progress. Bad for me to allow this. Very bad for me to allow this. Queen c3, I guess the only way to defend. It's quite bad. And the rook gets to f2. After b4, I think I'm fine. Of course he will take the rook. No doubt. Of course he will take the queen. No doubt about it. That's the saying. They will just suffer the rook and pawn endgame. I guess I will be able to draw it, but perhaps not. Rook f2, b4. If not rook f2, I play king g1 next move. I'm fine. You do play rook f2 and my computer is of course completely lagging now. I'm not sure what is his problem. I will just play pawn to b4 here. Come on computer, I will get low on timer very soon. King b6, I can go here. No, I go king g1 here. Computer, stop lagging. Maybe I should have played a4. My computer is just dying here. What can I do? Come on, comp work. Oh my god. I hope now it works. But I'm not sure. It has some problems. Somehow, I'm not sure. I don't even care. King c6 is an okay move. I go here now. Your idea is to probably play. Maybe take. I take. Maybe this is also an idea. Check is not an idea here. King h2. I mean, this is just completely weird to play d5. And then you play b6 with an idea of a5. I don't think that's actually good. King g3 maybe to walk the king up to the pawn, perhaps. You play d5. Come on, comp. What is wrong with you? Maybe to go here actually is better. Oh, but g2 is lost. I have to play like h4. g2 is to lose. And also, if I will get to time scramble, then I will just lose because my comp is not working. And now I'm just completely lost. Yes, I am. What? But this is. I'm just too slow. What can I do? Yeah, this is lost. That's my only chance of doing something, but I still don't believe it works. Of course it doesn't. What? Just calculate a move. G3 maybe? No, but then simply D2. This is my final trick and then I will probably just resign. And also my computer is just completely insane right now. But we'll see what will happen. But of course you take. How could I even think you won't take here? Rook gate. Why am I even playing this? completely insane. I blundered the opening and then it was just lost. Why would you allow me this? But you have the 2 pawns, it should be just enough. Come on, comp work. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Excuse me if you're a... I mean, probably I will just resign now because my comp won't handle it. Maybe one more move or so. Completely idiotic game. Maybe even g5. And these 2 pawns are just winning the game now. Come on, comp, work. What is wrong with everything right now? I'm not sure what's wrong with this, but I don't really care as well. I will just resign. I mean, what can I do? I will just give this check maybe. One more chance to do this. If my comp doesn't explode. I just resign now. I mean, what can I do? And it doesn't even want to resign. Okay, it did. A great game to my opponent. I mean, I was just lost the whole game. I played opening really badly, but let's analyze the game now. It was just a great game by my opponent, and I blundered the pawn in the opening, and of course, I was just losing the whole game. I had few drawing chances, I see. So my opponent, yes, played with 73.5% accuracy. I played with 71. It was pretty back and forth. Wow. I thought I was just losing the whole game. So let's see. I played pawn to e4 here. My opponent responded with the Sicilian defense. I played c3, knight f6, e5. This is all theory. Knight e5. Here takes, knight f3, knight c6 takes. No, this didn't happen. After knight f3, my opponent played d6, excuse me, cd, knight c6, retransposing, and now bishop c4, knight b6, and bishop b5. Now the best move is to take, but my opponent played bishop d7. After bishop d7, I made a mistake to take the bishop. It's not bad, but it is. My opponent correctly evaluated that he needed to take the back with the bishop, and d6 was the best move. With this idea, I played d5. Why? I have no idea. For example, if you don't take the pawn, then I'm winning, I guess, after e6 and knight g5. You play bishop f5, and I misevaluated this as well. But he, of course, took with the knight, completely winning. e6 anyway, and knight g5. Knight f6 takes, and check, knight c3. King d7 was a mistake. He should have played queen e5. And after queen e2, he probably had to take the queen and be just completely winning. I mean, oh, then there is knight c7, excuse me. But still, king d7 takes, rook takes, and castles. And my opponent is completely winning. But he played king c7, and after rook e1, I should be better. I mean, not better, but not that much worse. Is what I meant to say. Why not after rook e1, rook a8, let's say, bishop f4, and d5, for example. Apparently, I'm fine because of this king and this weak pawn, I guess. Played bishop d2 though, which is bad. Queen there. That queen e1, a mistake as again. I was just trying to play quickly here. Rook c1, king b8, and bishop e3 was played. Queen g6 a mistake. F3 the best move. I was winning. Why? I'm trying to calculate this. Knight d5 being the best move. Bishop takes, then there is queen a5. No, then there is takes and queen a5. If takes, let's say. Queen a5 is the best move, yes. Bishop c6 and... No, wait. What? If g6? Oh, I sack. Bishop b7. And rook c7. Wins the game. Wow, I would have never found 95. It was just unlogical. I mean, it is logical. But why not? I mean, 95? What's my idea after the best move, which is rook f5 here? Bishop a7. Takes is a draw. So king a8. And it's just fine. Queen b4. Sacking the knight as well. Again. And now it's a draw after bishop e3, let's say. I don't understand chess. Queen f2, a6 was played. Knight e2 blundering. Bishop takes. Knight 4 here takes. Now you should play probably knight d3. Here you shouldn't take back because then I shouldn't be winning. But if you take with the knight... oh, I have queen f7. And it's apparently okay. He played knight e6 though. I played queen there. I took on f1. You cannot take here, of course, because of the pin. If you take with the knight one there, then I have bishop a7. So he took with the rook. Now bishop b6, of course, a mistake. This is another mistake. And now I am just lost. He played here, which I thought was a mistake after queen e3. And I thought that my drawing chances here are fine. But they are not. Rook d1 was weird. What should I have played? b4 and a4 is first the b4, so the a4 is not hanging. I mean hard. And now here I was just lost after queen g3. Yeah, this endgame was losing the whole game. I mean this endgame. Yeah, that's better. I just lost. After a few moves here, I just where did I resign? I resigned after b4. It was a pretty bad game by me, pretty great game by my opponent. I missed few tactics with knight d5 and some attacks, and my endgame technique was also pretty bad. But yes, if you have anything to tell me, anything to ask me, please let me know in the comments below. I will be reading and answering all of your comments. And as always, if you like the video, please consider subscribing. It would really help me out. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.